Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Janagaraman. This is Janagaraman. So today we are going to see Angular directive, which I explained deeply, so you can understand clearly what is directive in Angular. So I also do a practical steps to know can get hands-on experience in Angular directives. So let's get started. So agenda of today's training is what are directives, type of directives, built-in directives, structural and attribute directives, custom directives, and live example. I will guide you. I will walk you through, and you will get to know the concept, how it working, and finally I will summarize what we have covered up. So first, what is a directive? So directive, Angular directive or instruction in a DOM. With the directive, we can give the instruction to the DOM. So as you know, like a DOM is a document object model. So every browser engine have the DOM structure. So with the DOM structure only, like it will understand the HTML, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript, everything it will be understand. So directive is one of that. With the directive, we will manipulate the DOM. So we can remove, add elements to the DOM. So we can easily do with this directives. Also we can change the behavior of the HTML. Changing the behavioral means for example, so in static CSS, for consider it's like a static home wall. So there is like a fixed color which is painted in our wall, so that cannot be changed unless until we will paint, or we will change the CSS color. But in the directive attribute, we will have like a smart wall. So if we touch, it will be change the color of the background color, something like we can add the styles. So this is used to add the behavior to the HTML, and it's like a directive is the core feature in Angular. So I will explain in detail one by one. So also, if you want, so if you like my channel, please subscribe and add a comment, and if you want any doubt clarification, please feel free to add in the comment. I will help you, and you can have a knowledge in-depth knowledge from my class. Also, I am taking a personal class, so if you are interested, you can ping me through email. So in the last slide, I will show you how to communicate to me. So I am good in English and as well as Tamil. So both I can handle, and I will train you. Please subscribe. So first, so we can see type of directives. So that we will have three directives in Angular. So first one is component directives. So I will let you know what is a component directive in easier way to understand. So interview preparation, if you have some hands-on experience and preparing for interviews, so you can make use of this video. As well as second one is structural directives. So it's like a changing a DOM layout, as I said earlier. The third one is attribute directive. It's change the appearance or behavior, as I said here, it can change the colors of that elements. I will tell you in detail to understand you clearly. So first, what is component directive? So as I said in my previous video, in my demo class, so who are all not watched my previous video, you can go to my channel and check Angular demo classes. So in Angular, the heart of the Angular is component. In the component only we are doing everything. So we will call Angular heart is component. So every component is a directive with a template. So the component directive is the inbuilt Angular method. It's like it's a class. So in every component in the ts file, we will have this at the rate of component. So also like we will have like custom selector. So I will walk you through what is this selector template. So I will show the code for you to understand more clearly. As I said earlier in my previous video, or every Angular, so component is the main one. So component is the heart of Angular. So with the component we can easily manage our application, we can divide our features application. So here like in every component, as I said earlier in my previous video, those who are not watch my previous video, you can go ahead and click on my channel, and you can see my previous video. So in that I clearly explain what is component, and you can watch fully, and you will get that basic knowledge of Angular application. So from then like you can if you dive into this video, like you will get to know like what is happening in the Angular application. We have to select this. So if so where the component need to be created, first we have to copy that relative path, then we have to click cd. So we have to go into the directory and simply paste this path. So and you now you are inside this app. So now you can create ng generate component first demo, first template, hit enter. So for all of your awareness, like we are working on Angular 20. So don't afraid like we are working on Angular 20, but I am not know like Angular previous version, nothing like that. So this is the version. So like from every 6 month Angular provides some minor changes or major changes to the application, but it will not impact which version we are working. So just focus on the concept. So every so what I am saying, the concept is similar to all the version, so don't confuse for that. So now our first component is created. So it's so as I said here, like the components fully consist of HTML, CSS and TypeScript. This spec file is we will use for unit testing. So if you need any unit testing class, please feel free to mention in that comment. I will take the session and share the knowledge to you. So first when we go inside, so see like we have like a component directive. Inside component directive we have like selector. We can modify the selector. For example, so by default it comes as app first template. We can modify something like app second, so it will not impact anywhere. So we have created our selector. So by default like we have like a first template, maybe like first changed template. We can modify and hit the changes, and if you see in our application, so this it will not appear. Why it is not appearing? Because in our root component, root HTML, we only defining this is my root. So that is what we are not able to see our newly created component. So if you want to render that newly created component in our root component, you just take this selector. So you can come to know what it is. So if you come here and just so previously so we can we will have like a h1 tag, something like h1 tag. It's like a HTML inbuilt selectors test something. So here we have created the new tags which is app second component. So hit the changes and see it in here. So here we will get the error because it says app second is not an unknown element. Why? Because means our root component, it will not know what is that app component. So to resolve this issue, so we need, because like as I said earlier, like we are working on Angular 20. So in Angular 20 every component is the standalone component. So if you go inside our root component and inside app.ts, you just need to import the created component. So that is, you can go here and just copy this first template. This is the component name, component class. We have to inject that component class in our root, because in root only like we have included that newly created component. So here just we have to import this. That's it. Save the changes. See, the changes occurred. So whatever changes we are doing in our newly created component, it will be rendered through our root component. So this is a component directive. So you now you can come to know like what is a component directive. Next we will go for second slide. So structural directive. So as you know, then in the name, like a structural directive, it's like a structure. So as I said here, like it's a DOM is in a DOM tree. We have some structure. We can modify the structure with the help of this structural directives. So we can add or remove the DOM element from the browser using like a built-in Angular directives like ngIf, ngFor, ngSwitch. So before like Angular 17, we will have this key like ngIf, ngFor, ngSwitch. So like after like Angular 17, like we have like a new method for this. So now in Angular 20, this method has been deprecated. Instead of we have like a function method like this. So instead of having a in our element, we can easily handle with some logic in our HTML. I will tell you how it is. So to our template, and first create one property, something companies, and I want this type to be string array, the values Google, Amazon, Zoho, TCS, and one more thing, what HCL something. So we can give like this. Save the changes. So nothing it will be happen because like we just added in the TS file. So to make it work, so first we have to copy this property, company's property. Just go inside this our component. Just we can modify this to companies. So first we are going to use our structural directive ngFor. So ngFor the syntax has been changed. So we have to use @ for open close bracket. So see, like in HTML we are using as a method. So this is the beauty. So here in this for, we can write something like company of companies. So this is the companies which we are taking from our this object. Okay, and inside I am so also like we have to so with this new modification, so we must need to use a track method to give this company. This is the iteration. So save the changes and see string array, it is displaying here one by one. So if we want to have one, before to that 1 2 3 4 5, because like we are rendering this programmatically, not hard coded. So if we want like 1 Google, 2 Amazon, so for that we have the method. We have to use $index. See, 0 1. So why it's coming 0? Because in the array it start with 0. So to make it 1, just next to this index plus 1. Save the changes and see the browser. So now it has been changed. So now this is the for. So for is used for iteration purpose with the array. So we have iterated one by one dynamically. So now we are going to use if directive. So how it is achieved? So for that we need one property is active. I create this property, and this is the type boolean, and first I can make this as true, and in the HTML, so before to this we have to cover it up with @if, and what is the name is active, and inside this active we just cut and paste this, cut and paste. So we have cover up this with if. Save the changes and see it in our browser, because like we have given the is active is true. So if we change if is active to false, save the changes. So now this iteration is not appearing because we have covered up with if statement, because like it is condition false, it will not execute it. So this is how like if directive is working. So we have covered up a directive for and if. So now we can I can show you like a switch, directive switch. This is the third structural directive. So for that what I will do means I can create one method, something I can give the event binding, some can give set company, and we can pass the parameter company. So here we will get the error because we have not created this method. So copy this and create this method in our TS file. So here the type is string, because like we are passing the string, and the return type is string. Other property, make set company value, and initially I can give empty. Okay, now we can set the value here, this dot, and we can, so while clicking we will get the company name. So programmatically we will assign how to return the value. So we are returning the value string, so that's why we are mentioning the method type string. Save to write the switch method. So whatever like a user click on the company, so we have to display some description of that company name. So we will do with this switch directive. So before to that I can turn it back to true. So here in the template we can go here and we can add a h1, something like a details of the company. We can give like this, and below that we can create our switch. So for the switch syntax, at the rate of switch, and inside that we need to get the name of the switch. So here here we assign the property set company value. Just give inside this and open close bracket. So inside that we have to write our cases, switch cases. So like as you know, like in JavaScript or TypeScript, like we have like a switch, similarly it also works. So how we can write the switch? At the rate case, if it's Google, we need to display some description for that Google text. Open close braces. Inside I can have a p tag. Google is the one of the big company in the world. We can write something. So for reference only, like I have adding this. So next, Zoho is the Indian product company. Third, something Amazon. So we so there is no like sequence, we have order in our array. So if, anything we can write, so programmatically it will find and display the description. Amazon is the e-commerce company. And third and fourth one is TCS is the Indian giant TCS is the Indian giant IT service provider. And fifth one fifth one I believe like we wrote HCL. Okay, HCL HCL HCL. We can name it third, something we can third. And finally default. Default. If not if not like if we have to display a default text, we can have it, because like initially we have given a empty string. So here we have given empty string, so by default like we will need to display some text, right? Click the company name, you will find out the description of it. Save the changes and see it on our application. So as I said, this is our default description, which because like in the switch case we have given a default. Click the company name, you will find out the description. So first we will display the default TS file. We have given nothing. If we change Google, so it will be render the Google text. Maybe I will show you. See, so initially we have given Google. So Google is the one of the big company in the world. The description we are seeing. So now I can revert it to empty string. So now we can click the company name. So we have added the method. We have added the method. We have added the method on all the companies. When we click the company name, we will get the relevant description of the company. So for example, I can click Amazon. So see, Amazon, the e-commerce company. Zoho is the Indian product company. TCS is the Indian giant IT service provider, and HCL is the third giant IT service provider. So with this directive, see, like we have programmatically adding the description. So this is the beauty of the structural. Now let's see the attribute directive. What is attribute directive? It modifies the appearance or behavior of element. It is built in a ngClass and ngStyle. We will have like this kind of syntax, p tag, and inside like we have like ngClass equal to we will have the value in the object with key value pass. So I will show you one small demo to you for your. We can so here like we are displaying the company names in the divs. In the div we just write ngClass, and here like we have to add the object. Inside the object I need to have add class dynamically. I write selected color, something we can write, and I need to set some condition. Company equal to so like programmatically we are selecting the value, right? Company. So when we are clicking, we are getting that value. So here we just check. So if this condition is true, So for example, like when we are every div we will have like a company, because like we are passing the company in this iteration one by one we are passing. So it automatically set the company values, and when the user click, we are setting with this method. With this method we are setting the set company value. So we are programmatically checking if the user click on the particular company. So if this is true, this CSS it will be loaded. So I will add the CSS here. Background color red. Save the changes and see to click. As I said here, like this is the object. So key and its value. So key is the selected color. Selected color is the CSS color. Selected CSS name. So we added already in CSS selected color, and we are in the value we are checking the condition. So when the user click on the company, we will get the set company value, and it will check. So if it is true, we will set the color. So we will check in our browser. So first I will create click Zoho. See, background is setting. So now I am clicking Google, background setting to Google. We can see ngStyle. So for ngStyle, so we have to have this property binding ngStyle, and this is also similar like object, open close bracket. In the first key we can give font size, the value value is 20 pixel. So we will get the error because we, as I said, we are working on the standalone component. We have to import every methods ngStyle. So save and see. So see, like now the Google font size has been increased. So to check, we will check, so we can inspect and we can check the font size is 20 now. So if we change the font size to 30, so now its font size is added to 30. Also, like you can see, like we are adding ngStyle, but in the real scenario it's happening style font size 30. So also, like we can add this as a programmatically, like instead of giving a hard-coded value, so we have to get from the logic font size plus, and we have to declare this font size in our CSS equal to 30. Save the changes and see, the font size is 30. So based on some condition in our programmatically, if we want to get some backend data, so if we having some flag, we have to display the font size, we can make use of this. So first, how to create the custom directive. So we can use Angular CLI to easily generate custom directive. Generate a directive highlight. Highlight is the name of our directive. We can have like a over me something, like we can have the directive name, customized name. So if we create that directive with this CLI, we will get this at directive and the selector and the directive name. So in the construction we need to use the element reference to make track of the element. So I will show you it. We can create the first we can create the directive, custom directive using Angular CLI ng generate directive, and I can name it as over me. Hit enter. So this is created. So if we go inside, so as I said earlier, direct at the rate of directive we have like a selector. So here this is the selector. We have need to place whichever like component we require this customized directive. And first we need to inject two method. First one is element reference, element ref, and the second one is private. We must need to have this access modifier. So I will tell you like what is access modifier. If you need elaboration of why we are using this access modifier, please write in comment. I will guide you. Renderer 2. So first so to make the main thing, we have to create custom directive with the help of the method hot listener hot listener, and inside we have to write mouse enter, and outside we have to add that method like on mouse enter. So inside we need to use this renderer, this dot renderer dot set style, and inside this we need to get the element, which element we are hovering. We have to use this dot el dot native element, comma, single quotes, background color. So we should not use that directly like how we are using a CSS property. So we need to use like a camel casing color, comma, we can give green here, and so this is the mouse center, mouse leave. When the user mouse leave, when the user mouse leave the element, we have to write leave, and we just change it to green, blue. Save, and so we have created the custom directive. So first we have to, in the constructor we have to inject this two things. One is for element reference, one is for renderer. It will render the styles in that particular element. The element reference, it will be get the element which we are hovering. So, and in hot listener, this is the event listener. this is the event listener, which we will use like a mouse over, mouse out, something we can use for that. So first, mouse enter. So this is the syntax. So please take a careful note on this. This is the syntax at the rate of hot listener, mouse enter, and mouse enter method name, and this dot render at set style. So we are going to set the style for the hovering element, background color camel case, and green color. When we are entering it is like green. When we are leaving the element, it is a blue. So we have created the custom element. Then we have to inject this custom directive in our template, which that custom directive going to use. So as I said here, like we are using a standalone component, we just inject here. So import, and next we have to select that selector and go to HTML, and here we have to just copy paste this selector. That's it. When we are entering green, when we are entering when we are leaving from that element, it changes to blue. So same thing. See how this beauty is happening with this custom directive. So what is the summary? So we have created we now come to know like what is directive, and how the DOM is changing with the custom with the inbuilt directive method, as well as like we know like what is a component directive, structural directive, attribute directive. If you not know, means please go back to the video, and you can understand correctly. Like if you need some more help on that understanding the directive, so please feel free to write the comment in the comment box. I will happy to help you. So also like we use like built-in directives effectively. We come to know like how effectively we will change the DOM tree with the directive. Also like we have created the custom directive, and we can reusable in multiple components with only that selector of the custom directive. We can inject any component, and we can import that in the standalone component imports. We can play around in all the components you have creating. So that is the beauty of the custom directive. So as I heard you, so you please like, share, and subscribe. Need any clarification on the given topic or which I said to you, so please write your comment. I will happy to help you. Also, if you are interested in taking up online personal Angular class, please feel free to send an email to code with johnnygrammar@gmail.com. I am comfortable taking classes in English and Tamil. So thank you. Please subscribe.